Hello, good evening and welcome to the channel. We're getting into some MotoGP 25 action. Good evening, Dazza, you are the first, which is a surprise. Not. Right, let's get into it. We're carrying on. We've only got to win 3 GPs and then I think we can move up to MotoGP 2, which will be good because I think that from that level, yeah, it's definitely a good game. Let me make sure. Yeah. Making sure the game noise is okay. So, here we go. What have we got here? Summer. Oh yeah, we've had the summer break. So we are Tissot Grand Prix of the UK. And I don't think there's any point doing practice. At the end of the practice sessions, the first 14 qualify for Q2. Ahaha. So we do want to do practice. Or do we only need to do... No. It's got to be original practice. Oh my god, Dazza. No, it's not Dazza, it's Scotty. 50 months as a member. Hey Scotty, 50 months. So, I was doing maths in my head there. Just over 4 years. Hey, look at Dazza. Oh my god. 82 months. Okay, that just blows my mind. 82 months. Now we're just going to start thinking about all the time we've wasted in our lives. What have we been doing? 82 months doesn't even make sense. Google, how many...
Hello from the Silverstone
Alexa,
circuit.
how many
the
years
second
is
Moto3
82
practice
months?
session is about to start. A reminder, the first 14 riders in the combined times
6 years.
will gain direct access to Q2.
6 years. I still can't get my head around it. Hang on. What was it? Alexa, how many months? How many years is 80 months? No. Alexa, how many years is 82 months? Alexa, how many years is 82 months? Oh, 6 years, 10 months. That makes sense. We said 2 months. Ridiculous. Oh my god. Dazza, I'm sorry I've put you through this. I feel bad because I've managed to grow the channel to 3 viewers in 7 years. Ah, dear.
There's movement in the pits. The bike
I'm the
is
worst
ready, and the
YouTuber
rider
to
is
ever
about to take to the track.
pick up a controller. Anyone would think I've got Dazza just like locked in a room and chained to a radiator and just forced to watch me. Alright. Oh, too late. Oh, I was late on the break then. These Moto 3s are harder than they look, I tell you. Got my angles all wrong there. First lap of the day though. .217. I think I can do a bit better. There's a couple of mistakes there. Hang on, what? I just noticed the gap, it says 9 seconds. They can't be that bad.
We're just outside the pits.
Let me see the session time, sorry. Ah, no, they hadn't. A lot of them hadn't gone round. They're miles off it. That's weird. I do remember something about the difficulty settings on Moto 3 where it went from like easy to ridiculously hard in like one notch.
The first practice session has come to a close, and as the last riders return to the pits, let's take a look. Welcome back, all you MotoGP fans. We're live for the second Moto3 qualifying session. Just a few more minutes, and we'll find out which riders will start from the front of the grid in tomorrow's race.
Just realised my headphones weren't on. Hey, Dazza says he's completed 25 online. Did you get the 3 wins that you needed as well? So you're completely done.
The rider makes his way confidently to the bike, about to take to the track.
Because they don't need to be wins. They just need to be podiums. So you basically need third 3 times. They're not too bad. at least we've got some sort of marker this time. So I did 2:17. $2.16. I'm going to take a risk on it.
As we take a look at the final results of the second Moto3
Yay.
qualifying session, that's the end
Triple
of our
win.
broadcast for
What's
today,
this? Triple
and we
win.
look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Clinch poles on 3 different tracks in Grand Prix, Championship or Career. Oh, nice. I'm actually getting close to getting 300,000
Welcome
gamer
to the
score.
UK, all you MotoGP
What's your
fans. We are
gamer score,
live from the
Dazza?
Silverstone
Or anyone
circuit,
watching,
one of
what's
the
your gamer
longest
score
and
on
most
Xbox?
challenging. As you can
If
see,
you've got
we're heading
Xbox.
to the starting grid where
And if you
everyone is
wanna
ready for the
share.
start of the race. The sky is overcast and temperatures are pretty low, so many teams have fitted soft tyres to both the front and rear to allow...
Don't think I can change the tyres. He said about the tyres. I'm sure in
Riders have been
Moto3 you
greeted
can't.
by a fantastic atmosphere here at Silverstone. They're all lined up for the start, ready for some British Grand Prix action.
144k. Man, that is a misspent youth. I remember when I first got an Xbox 360 and I was thinking, yes, I'm going to be the first person to get to 10,000. Well, that didn't happen. But at the beginning, I remember playing some utter crap just to boost my gamer score. So I was like, really cared about it at that point. I used to run, for people that don't know, I used to run a forum called Gamerscore Addicts. That wasn't good for my addiction. We were all competing against each other. It really made it mean something. They were some of the best times though. You'll never get those times back. We actually used to post games to each other, and when the person had completed the game, they would post the game onto the next person on the list. I mean, how hard would that be to achieve in the modern world? I mean, this wasn't 100 years ago, this was like 2010, 2011. Those were the days. I'm going to have to put the difficulty up. I didn't know they were so far behind. I'm getting sloppy. Come on. Scott, you've written a long message. I'll have to read it at the end of the race. Uh-oh. Oh, I really overcooked it there. Late braking. I made sure I came straight back on the track. Alright, final lap. I'm trying to get my fastest lap. I always try and beat my previous lap times. Alright.
As the riders return to the pits, let's take a look at the final
213.7.
results of this
So I got a
Moto3
lot
race.
faster. Victory at Silverstone, 10G. We'll take it. Alright, Scotty said, I wish they would bring out a game which has got all the old classic touring car racing. Ah, yeah. Yeah, they keep talking about different... isn't there more touring car type games on PC, maybe? I can't keep up with the amount of racing releases on PC where they bring them in early access and all stuff like that. I kind of like a fully fleshed out game. I mean, I'm up for playing multiplayer, but I also I enjoy the single player
We're heading
career
to the
mode.
Parc Fermé with the live coverage where the 3 podium finishers have just arrived. The winner is over the moon and quite rightly indulging in a few celebrations with his team.
I should have said that I'm on Xbox with a controller. I should put that in the description each time. Aha, we've gone up to Rising Star. Round 6, Netherlands. Okay, let's look at these messages. K Hammer's victory was well deserved. I mean, developing the areas you've been focusing on. I just told him I felt good. Okay, we were on medium difficulty. I'm going to move it up to 40%. So we've gone up from 30%, which is probably described as Dazza Pants level, and we moved up to 40%.
Welcome to the Dutch circuit of Assen. Here we are again from the circuit. The mechanics take the bike out.
Alright, this is our practice lap, but it also goes towards our qualifying time. The rest of them will come out together, they're in formation. That's going to be awkward. Got to pick a good line between them all. Get off. I don't think they're on their lap, I think they're on their... They've just come out, I think. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I'm going to bank it. See if it's enough.
There ends the first practice of the weekend, so let's take a
4
look
seconds
at the best times of that session. We're back again at the circuit to start the second Moto3 qualifying session. The riders are ready, just a few moments, and we'll see them battle it out for lap times.
Okay. Hey Aaron. Finally fed up of FM. Well, I kind of got to the point where I thought I can't play any more without a striker. So I'm waiting for the next patch basically, which should be in just over a week's time.
The rider makes his way confidently to the bike.
But obviously variety is the spice of life. Alright, that should be good enough for a qualifying time. Oh my god. Scotty.
As we take a look at
Terrible.
the final results of the second
Terrible.
Moto3
We're going to get
qualifying session,
relegated.
that's the end of our
West Ham
broadcast
are
for
the
today,
worst.
and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Probably the worst team of my lifetime, which is saying quite a lot, but it's definitely true. The manager has the worst record of any West Ham manager ever, so terrible.
Race day has arrived here in Assen. Our director takes us to the starting grid where riders are trying to maintain their concentration before the start of the race. Our director takes us to the starting grid where riders are trying to maintain their concentration. There's something magical about racing at Assen. The crowd is ready, the riders are ready, we're ready, and in a few moments we'll see the start of the Dutch Grand Prix.
Alright, Dutch Grand Prix. That was a good solid first lap. Managed to get away, stay away from the pack. It's definitely a good track, this one, Assen. You have to concentrate because there's such rapid sections, and then there's a couple of little technical sections that are easy to get wrong.
Well, the riders can't continue like this, and the officials are
Red
waving
flag.
the red flag.
Red flag, guys.
In a moment, we'll go live
Oh.
to the Parc Ferme for interviews with the riders who made
Red
the
flag.
podium.
Victory
In
at
the
Assen.
meantime, let's take a look at the final standings of this
I was
Moto3
only on
race.
lap 3. Haha, Scotty said the English cricket team. Yeah. I'd say we're much worse than that even, but I couldn't say I'm a cricket fan, if I'm honest. It's just one of them sports I've never quite got into. I used to like playing it when I was a kid, or a teenager as well, but if England
Cameras taking
lose,
us into
I
Parc
don't,
Ferme to see
doesn't
the race
have
winner, who
any
is
impact
rightly
on me.
celebrating with his mechanics.
Like if Australia win, I'd
Continues
be
like
like,
this, it
oh,
will
look,
be
did they?
difficult for
Oh,
his
nice
rivals
one.
to keep up with him.
I'm not like that with football though. If West Ham lose, I get really peed off. And they lose a lot. Alright. Rising Star. Perfect weekend. Pole position. Victory. So, I think this is the last event. I've got a message. Just keeping my place at the top of the podium warm. That's not true. Those bits are a bit pointless, really. Let's look at the bike development. I have to complete the debriefing. Our engine isn't as good as the other ones. Yeah, let's say that. Let's see what we can do. Your preference engine. Alright. Next round, I think I've got quite a few left. There's 11 rounds. So we're on... Oh, we've got a race off. Race off at Montlagarde. Flat track. Motard. Or mini bike. I think we go flat track. You don't have to do these, they're optional, but it's a nice little extra. 3 laps on the dirt. Whoa, a different world. Way harder. So much less grip, as you'd expect, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's not flowing great. This bike needs so much more acceleration. What's up with it? Final lap. Wow! That ended up being a bit of a scary last lap. Alright, well we got the win, but that was much more difficult than the normal career. Physical fitness improved. And it looks like I've unlocked some goggles. Alright, next round. Czechia. Oh, I've got another new message. Okay, so we got to Great Britain, the Netherlands and Czech, we needed to finish above Fernandez, so we've only got this one more to do. Okay, I'm going to go for race only, seeing as we're so far ahead.
Welcome to all the motorsport fans who have joined us here in Brno to watch this Czech Grand Prix. Just a few more moments and we'll switch to the starting straight for the Moto3 class race.
Oh, it's Xbox rewards. All right.
After a long weekend, the race is finally about to start. We're on the starting grid where the engineers are completing their checks before the off.
WRC.
The sky is clear, but the temperatures are...
I don't think I fully completed it. I'm definitely up for going back to it.
Riders have completed the warm-up lap and are lined up on the...
Not sure if I'll have to double check. I definitely played that a lot. Let's see what effect it is from the back of the grid. Hey Lee, good evening mate. I know exactly what Lee's going to say. Lee, I know what you're going to say before you say it. And the answer is yes, I do think we are going to get relegated. We are terrible. Nuno is worse. Nuno is worse than Potter. If you can believe that's possible. Oh no, the players are terrible. But he's a bad manager. Don't forget, he's got Ward-Prowse. James Ward-Prowse, an England player. He was an England player. Good on free kicks and corners. And he hasn't even put him on the bench for a single game. and yet he's got Magassa and Potts, who are young players who are not ready for this. He should be putting the experienced players on. Ward-Prowse, Soucek. Maybe you could carry Fernandez in there, but Fernandez is looking worse and worse and worse by the game. He's another one. No assists, no goals. We definitely missed Paquetá. That was a little insight to what happens to West Ham when Paquetá doesn't play. We are a lot worse. Someone crashed out. We had a yellow flag. It's green again now. Yeah, Lee, I was hoping he'd get sacked today. I think he should already be sacked, but who knows? I would have just let Mark Robson and Steve Potts take over.
In a moment, we'll go live to the Parc Fermé for interviews with the riders who made the podium.
Victory
But in
at
the meantime,
Brno.
let's take a look at the final standings of this motor.
Oh, those achievements are popping up for too long. How do you change that? Must be something in the settings. Oh, I don't know where this is. Notifications. Is it achievements? Oh well, can't work it out. Have to look at that another time.
We're back from Parc Fermé with the winner, who blessed us with a perfect race today. In addition,
Oh, raise the level. New horizons of glory. The debrief is always about the bike. Alright, we are off to Austria. The 5 laps. Okay.
good morning to all you MotoGP fans. The famous Red Bull Ring Bull is watching over this circuit, which is about to be the stage for the Austrian. After a long weekend, the race is finally about to...
New objective.
The countdown is on here at the...
I've no idea why they're going so slow for life. It's hard. Uh-oh. Completely overcooked that. This is a bit of a grind getting through MotoGP 3. I'm really looking forward to the MotoGP 2s now. I'm hoping it will give me the win if it's mathematically impossible for him to catch me, but I've got a feeling he will have to race every race. Overcooked that. Alright, lap 4 or 5. Where'd everyone go? Did everyone leave? Oh, this is a great lap. Ah, 140. Okay, final lap.
In a moment, we'll go live to the Parc Fermé for interviews with the riders who made the podium. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the final standings of this Moto3 race.
$198 for the team.
We're back from Parc
My
Fermé
teammates
with the
don't
winner,
really
who
as good as
blessed
me.
us with a perfect race
Yeah.
today. In addition to the victory, this young man scored some very
What's this? What is this? Ah, choose your path. Prestige. Finish in front of Raider. Finish in front of Fernandez. What's this one? Development. I'll go for Prestige. The fight for the World Championship is still open. The next race could be decisive for Hammer to win. No. 41 ahead. I wonder if it gives it to me before I get to the end. That would be the interesting one. Okay, so we're off to France. I'll definitely qualify again once I get up to the MotoGPs, but I realise I could get there much quicker if I stop
Hello and
qualifying.
welcome to all you. It's been a long weekend, but we finally reached the moment everyone's been waiting for. Just a few more minutes and the race will start. It's the French Grand Prix and all the right.
In the rain. In the rain. Why are they going so slow off the start? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I kind of took him out by mistake. I was trying to find a good racing line. They just stopped for no reason. Jesus, it is very, very, very wet. Oh, they are miles behind. They are obviously a lot worse in the wet. our best lap time, 1:43.1. Okay, final lap. Alright, job is done.
In a moment, we'll go live to the
That was
Parc
much
Ferme
tougher
for
in the
interviews
wet.
with the riders who made the podium. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the final standings of this Moto3 race.
Yay! Happy with that. I wondered if they'd give it to me early. Victory at Le Mans.
We're back from Parc Ferme with the winner, who blessed us with a perfect race today. In addition to the victory...
Oh, we've gone up to pro level now. I don't know what it goes up to. Must go beyond this, I think. These debriefings, I don't think you absolutely need to do them. I've lied, just said the bike isn't handling well. I thought they could do some work. A race off. Mini bikes. Motard mini bike flat track. We'll go for the mini bikes. This will be ridiculous. Here we go. Oh, that's nice. It's put me on pole. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I was just about to say it feels the same but different compared to the big bikes. Yeah, I think you've got to be careful with the braking. Braking's not strong. Oh my god. I knew he'd clear me out. Oh! I forgot I could rewind. Ah, crap, that was my fault. Ah, I just can't get out of it. I think I need to not overtake here. There we go. Go wide. Get out of the way. Ah, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's when I accelerated off the rumble strip. The grip. Lack of grip. Whoa! I did it again. The AI seems to be able to absolutely handle that line. Whoa. Oh, I wonder what happened to me. He might have picked me on the line there. Don't know where he found all that speed. Fourth. We had the fastest lap. Once it started going wrong though. Anyway, that was not for anything in particular. the rewards. Alright, well, we have already... What's this? Overall standings, yeah, it's already impossible for us not to win. So I think I might... How do I skip ahead? I think I have to retire it. What can I do? I want to get to the Moto2 season.
Good morning from Gavin Emmett at the... After a long weekend, the race is finally about to start. We're on the start at Portimao. Everything's... While we wait for the director to take us to the park.
Oh, it lowers your ranking. Alright, I think this really is the last one. Those D prefixes are pointless. It's just always engine or frying.
Good morning from Valencia. We're live in Spain and ready to bring you the Valencian Grand Prix. In a few moments, we'll move to the main straight to watch the start of the Moto3 race. Our director takes us to the starting grid where riders are trying to maintain. Riders in position.
Alright, we're going to move up to Moto 2. We've already won the championship. This is the final race of the season. Go over the start finish line. I'm going to retire this one.
As the Moto3 riders do their cool down lap.
There you can see it was impossible to catch me. Same with the team.
It's been a long season for this lad, full of bitter disappointment and unrestrained joy. He fell, he got up again and never looked back. It's taken a lot of sacrifice, but now we can say it was all worth it. He is the new Moto3 World Champion.
Alright, choose which team you will race for. You receive these offers based on your track performance. Oh, so you could stay in the Moto 3s. Oh my god, imagine you clicked Moto 3 by mistake and had to do another 12 race season. Oh man, they've not. So I've got stability, handling, engine there. or handling, fuel. Okay, we go with this team. Yamaha. Ah, I could do a short calendar. Haha. Well, how many can you remove? I need a reference point. I'll start with Silverstone. We'll go for session ring. Yeah, I quite like Assen. Valencia. Mazzano. Mandalika. I don't know how many you have to do. You have to do quite a few. Phillip Island. Is that it? No, got to keep going. Chang. I've done all these, and I think it's we're at Le Mans, and then what? Jerez. Aragon. All right, that's quite a good set. I'm happy with that. Have I unlocked? I'll see if I've unlocked any more helmets. I want to know which ones are the limited edition ones, though. It's annoying me. Oh well. I wonder if this team's good enough for me to win the Moto 2. Ah, here we go. Choose your path. Development. Development efficiency. Alright, that's better. Taking some clothes off. Required status to join team. So if I'd have hit remarkable, I would have got a better set of teams. Now it makes sense. And then, okay, so remarkable, challenger, winner. Let's look at the achievements. Complete a race with each MotoGP manufacturer. Oh. Become a manufacturer leader. Complete a race in split screen. What do they put that in for? Clinch poles and win a sprint race and a race. Top rider status in career mode. Oh, still quite a lot for me to go for here. Actually, I might not have enough points if I keep doing this. I probably should stick with doing qualifying.
Good morning from Gavin Emmett at the SAC. We're moving to the live feed on the starting grid where everything is now ready for the start of the race. Here at the Saxon Ring, everything...
I won't know until I get further into the career whether there's enough races to level up. Trust me to get a wet race. I can tell you one thing, going from Moto 3 to Moto 2 It feels like you've just jumped up 3 levels, not just 1 level. I feel like I'm playing a completely different game now. It's going to take me a while to get the handling so I don't keep bumping into everybody like I did there. Utter miracle I stayed on the bike. Dazza you probably know what the speed difference is between Moto 3 and Moto 2, that it feels significant. A lot more power. Okay. Definitely gonna move the difficulty up. Move it. We're on medium 40. I'm gonna move it onto hard. Oh, stop it. Trying to go faster, making me worse. fastest lap, 1:21. And now the final lap. I lapped everyone apart from one.
In a moment, we'll go live to the Parc Fermé for interviews with the
Crazy.
riders who made the podium. But in the meantime,
Nice. Top team.
we're heading to the Parc Fermé with the live coverage.
You get way more points. Way more points. Right, I'm going to adjust the difficulty. Advanced, 50%. We'll try that. I'll put qualifying back in, see how many more points I get.
We're live for the second Moto2 practice session. Only the first 14 riders in the combined standings will go directly to Q2. All the others will have to fight for the... There's movement in the pits. The bike is ready.
Looks like it's going to rain again. This track is a lot harder than I remembered. Just getting you. Just about held it together there. This is practice, and I definitely need the practice on this one. I cannot believe I got away with that. They're not going to beat 142 is my guess. Let's see if I'm right.
First practice over, so let's have a look at the first standings of this race weekend.
9 seconds clear. We're on advanced difficulty now.
Good morning and welcome back to the track for the second Moto2 class qualifying session. Soon we'll see the 18 qualified riders take to the track and finally find out who will start in pole position.
Looks like it's not actually going to rain. I thought it was going to. All right.
The rider makes his way confidently to the bike.
I can't believe autopilot has crashed. I cannot believe that. Okay, and that wasn't started yet, so we hit the line. No one wants traffic on a qualifying lap. I should get a massive penalty for that. Oh, this is such a dirty lap. They won't get anywhere near that.
The second Moto2 qualifying session comes to a close.
Yeah,
The
6
results you see
seconds.
on the screen correspond to riders' starting order on the grid. In a few moments, we'll move to the main straight to watch the start of the Moto2 race. Our director takes us to the starting grid where riders are trying to maintain their concentration before the start of the race. Our director takes us to the starting grid where riders are trying to maintain their concentration before the start.
He's repeating himself. All right. Let's do this. This is the real business now. Line is doing my nutting. Can I get rid of the line? Can I? Haha, trajectory off, curve indicators. That'll do. Let's see what the curve indicators are. Playing on such an easy difficulty. Well, I was trying to get through the Moto 3s to move up to the 2s, and I've moved the difficulty twice. We're on advanced now. So I'm just trying to get the right pitch for it. I hadn't played this game for a long time is a problem. I did all the online achievements, but not the career ones. So, but yeah, I take your point. I am trying to make it move it to a competitive level. But on the other hand, I don't want to do 2 runs at the Moto2 season. I do want to get to the MotoGP because it's not a good excuse, but my excuse was I didn't race for such a long time. I want to finish this game, and then I've got to go back to Ride 5 this month in preparation for the release of Ride 6 in literally just a month's time. I'm playing this on Xbox, and you know you get the Xbox achievements, and I always get the full 1000G every year on these MotoGP games. And I do the same on Ride 1, Ride 2, Ride 3, 4, and now 5. Yeah, taking a break at the end of last year hasn't helped me at all. Here we go, I actually did that section better without the racing line. This track is up there in one of my ones that I find the most difficult. Up. Oh no, I think the timings. Doesn't matter. final lap. Let me see if I can beat my time. I messed up the final section. I was a good 2 seconds clear. I'm still 1.2 up. That was a good time, but that last bit I got wrong.
As the riders return to the pits, let's take a look at the final results of this Moto2 race.
Oh, clean riding. Win 10 races without using rewind.
The camera is taking us into Parc Fermé to see the race winner, who is rightly celebrating with his mechanics.
Wow, so the team objective you get 31,000 for. So really, the pole and perfect weekend, which probably costs you at least 3 or 4 extra laps, might not be needed. That's only 2,500. That's such a small amount overall. What's this race off? Flat track, mini bike, motard. I can't remember what it said. There's one of them it said I hadn't done. Where was it? Ah, flag to flag. These aren't flag to flag. Motard, flat track, mini bike. I'm going to skip it. Let's see. Thanks to everybody that dropped a like today.
Good morning from Valencia. We're live in Spain and ready to bring you the Valencian Grand Prix. In a few moments, we'll move to the main straight to watch the start of the Moto2 race. These shots coming to us live from the grid, where technicians and engineers are carrying out final checks on the bike before the start. Riders in position.
Oh, yeah. How'd he clip me there? Was it my peg? Ah, it's my peg hit his shoulder. Even though it... Well, my foot and peg. Get away from the AI. Oh, this is 5 of 6. I thought it was the final lap. I was going for it. Oh no. Joe had a good lead. That's messed up my flow now. Alright, now it's the final lap.
In a moment, we'll go live to the Parc Fermé for interviews with the riders who made the podium. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the final standings of this Moto.
All right, we are 19 points clear. We should hopefully win this at least one race early, if not two.
The camera is taking us into Parc Fermé to see the race.
Oh, you got to get from 150, or we're at 157 to 250. A promising start. All right. Oh, these messages. Basically, you want a faster bike, unless it's changed. It's all engine or handling, but it's basic at best. Alright, let's look at the standings. Fair enough. 75 points. Alright guys, I'm going to take a break there, get myself a bit of an early night. I'll get up early tomorrow, but check back this week because we'll be back with more racing. We want to win this MotoGP 2 season and move up to the big boys, the MotoGPs. Subscribe if you haven't done already. Have a great evening. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow.